Hey friends, Greg Hudson back with you for another edition of ABR. Man, just look at this behind me. This is Hendersonville, North Carolina, a wonderful town, and today we're at a place called Eagle Bar and Grill, right on a golf course. Food that's upscale, but man, a team and a staff and an atmosphere that are so inviting. I can't wait to get inside. Let's grab some food at Eagle Bar and Grill. Tom, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well. Great to see you, man.
Yeah.
All right, so is this your crystal ball?
It is. That's our smoked old fashioned.
Is that what that is? Smoke?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to try to be delicate. How do you form that?
We got a smoke gun with some edible bubbles, and it just goes right on top.
Edible bubbles. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get that? It burst right on camera. Right on cue. Was there a button? Did somebody hit a button over there? How did that happen?
I have no idea.
Dude, so what a great spot. Now, as we're coming in, I mean, just beautiful scenery around here. So are you guys, it's Eagle Bar and Grill, Eagle like, you know, an eagle in golf, one which I've never hit before. But are you part of the golf course? Is this like a country club or?
So it's a country club feel, but we're open to the public. Just a casual, upscale bar and grill.
Really? Okay, so I don't need to live in this neighborhood back here to come eat here, because Hendersonville, man, there are a lot of great people there that they have access to this.
They do, yeah. Right off Cummings Cove Parkway. Just follow the sign, come up, and have some dinner with us.
See, and that's unique because a lot of times, guys, when you think about a restaurant at a golf course, like you kind of think, oh, I need to be a member. Oh, it's a country club. Oh, I can't go. But you guys are saying, hey, we want Hendersonville to come up here, man.
Yes.
Warm and welcome to everybody.
Yes.
And what's the food like? What are we doing? Like, for example, I don't even know where to start with this.
Well, this is our fried goat cheese fritters with a bacon jalapeno jam on top.
That's fried goat cheese?
Fried goat cheese.
It looks like a giant meatball almost. Those are massive.
Yeah, they're delicious too.
All right, let's get in here real quickly. So, these, you make these in-house then?
We do.
And that bacon jam, I can already tell. I mean, look at that. See, oh, is there some pepper in there too? Looks like some red pepper.
It is.
Oh man, okay, here we go. That goat cheese too, that's not, is there like honey in there or something sweet, or what am I getting? Or maybe it's a caramelization from the bacon, I don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe that just pairs perfectly, because that sweetness with that rich goat cheese, there's got to be honey in there, man. I'm tasting the sweetness. Even maybe, I don't know.
It's probably got the sugar from the bacon jam in it.
He's not skimping. Look at all that cheese in there, man. And this is an appetizer?
This is an appetizer, yep.
Get out of here.
Most of our appetizers are all shareable. But from the way
hope so.
From the way it looks, I mean, it looks just enough for you.
No, sir. If somebody's coming and getting this and eating all three of these as appetizer and then getting the main course, man, they need to be in the competitive food world, eating food world, like Joey Chestnut. So what's the theme with your food here then?
I consider it a low country American cuisine. We enflare a lot of different flavors from everywhere. My culinary team, they are one of the most creative people I know, and they do amazing work with all the food. I mean, we create a menu and then we change it just to, coherent all the flavors together and see all the different things that can work together, and they do an amazing job.
So they have a little creative license then in the kitchen to help come up with recipes and flavors and develop those flavors for the palate.
Yeah, we'll start off with a menu and then we always edit it to make it the way they feel comfortable making it and the way that people are going to love it as well.
And that's a great way to lead as well, because you're not just empowering your chefs or your team, but you're saying, hey, I own this place, but I trust you.
Yep.
You're saying to your chefs, I trust you as a chef to be creative in there. And man, that goes such a long way because the chefs are artists, in my opinion.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
So, well, I tell you what, I'd love to get back there and meet some of them.
Yeah, let's go back and check it out.
All right, brother. In the kitchen now, this is Chef Zach, man. This is the guy behind the magic here. And I love the concept because we're on this beautiful golf course, right? But
Yep.
it's just super chill.
Oh yeah,
You can be relaxed here. It's not stuffy.
for sure. We try to do like high-end food with a laid-back atmosphere. Like right now, I'm working on the beef Wellington. Just gonna score.
Oh, you're gonna make a beef Wellington for us?
Yeah.
See how casually he said that? Like, it sounded like he said he was gonna make a grilled cheese. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna make a beef Wellington.
It's one of my favorite dishes to make. I do a Cabernet Demi on top of it with a Haricot green beans.
Of course you do,
a little bit
chef.
of
Of course
garlic
you do.
mash.
So we're gonna do a beef Wellington today. Now this takes a
sir.
while, right? If I'm not mistaken, Wellington is something that it takes time, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna take a few minutes. I'm gonna have you try a couple other things before we get to that. I'm gonna do the Brussels sprouts, goat cheese fritters. My goat cheese fritters are house made. We deep fry them with bacon jam and a little bit of my house made corn salsa that we do. It's got a little spice, not too bad though.
Yeah, those were great. And then what else we got beforehand?
We have the duck. I'm gonna do a spiced duck breast, seared, and then I'm gonna do the carrot puree. Carrot puree is gonna be rendered down in the duck fat and with Haricot green beans. And we got a couple other things special for you.
You can already see what kind of day this is gonna be. So I'm gonna let Chef get to it. Wellington takes its time, but I guess in the meantime, we'll just have to try some duck breasts.
Oh, definitely.
Tough day. So I met your chef back there, Tom. You guys aren't playing around here. This is ridiculous. This is 5-star presentation.
Thank you.
So, okay, talk me through the duck. He said we were going to make the duck breast, but what's this all about?
This is pretty awesome. So we do some poached pears in a Cabernet, which is shingled in between the duck.
That's what I thought. 'Cause you can see right in there, just laying right on top of each piece of duck. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So it's poached pear.
Yeah, poached pear gives awesome killer flavor. We got the roasted green beans, a little bit of garlic, salt and pepper. And then you got the carrot puree that we render down within the bacon fat and with duck fat as well.
So the carrot puree rendered down with bacon fat and duck fat.
Yeah, so,
This is ridiculous. This is nuts. All right, let's dig in here, man. Dig in with me. Now, I want to talk about your story personally, as a matter of fact. You're a trained chef yourself. You're not just a restaurant owner. Sorry, I asked you this question as you put food in your mouth. My bad.
once you take it, you'll understand. All the flavor profiles that go on.
I need a minute. Can I tell you something? This dish needs that pear.
Yeah.
That pear is not an afterthought.
No.
First of all, duck is rich on its own, right?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. That carrot puree is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, just give me a straw and put that in a glass.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
But what that pear does, man,
Just breaks everything.
brightens it up.
Yeah.
That brightness, that sweetness that you get cuts through some of that fat and richness, but it all comes together for this perfect bite. Like, this is one of those dishes for me. You need one of everything in each bite.
Yep, exactly.
Like,
Agree.
it's like a rock band. Like, if you don't have the drummer, the band doesn't sound the same.
Exactly.
You need the puree, you need the duck, and you need that poached pear.
It's pretty awesome.
You're ridiculous, but look how humble you are. Like, yeah, it's, whatever. This is incredible. So let's get into your background, though.
So I went to culinary school. I have my associates in culinary, and then my school offered a program where I could go to Italy and get my master's in Italian cuisine. So I went there, took my internship there, went to school for about 4 months, got my culinary degree over there, worked at a 5-star resort in Bologna, at a city outside. It was called Doza. And I worked there for about 6 months, and it was one of the best times of my life. I traveled. It was a unique restaurant that I worked at. Every week was a different chef. So I worked with chefs from all over Italy. So every weekend we were closed, which is not normal for normal restaurants. Every weekend we were closed. So I would travel to different parts of Italy with these chefs. They would take me to their hometowns. We would go to Tuscany, we'd go to Rimini, we'd go to Sicily.
Get out of here.
I mean, there's places that I just, and then got to go to their houses, and they were making pizza in their pizza ovens, and
their pizza ovens.
Doing all this fun stuff that you don't really get to do in America, and just to see the way they care about their food makes you put a whole different look on the way you present your food, and you care about it. It's not just you're feeding people and watching people eat. This is an art for us. This is what we like to do. So, and people looking at it and be like, wow, that's amazing. Well, wait till you try it. It's even better,
Yeah.
So, but a lot of people eat with their eyes, and that's my biggest thing is we got to make it present like you're going to eat it with your eyes, but you're actually eating it, So it's amazing.
See, now for me, that makes a lot more sense hearing you tell that story, because this dish to me screams European.
Yep.
Like this screams European dish, from the duck breast to the way that you are, poaching those pears and that Cabernet, and the preparation. I mean, the haricot vert, you're not just using typical green beans, you're using a haricot vert, which is a little bit higher end. That all makes sense now. Having that background and having that culinary experience that you've had in Europe.
Yep.
That now it makes sense.
Yeah, and it's great because I have a great culinary team where, not just being an owner, I come in and I'll work in the kitchen, I'll wash dishes, I'll bartend, I'll serve, whatever needs to be done. But they all know that if I need to come in and cook one night, I'll be in there and cook, because that's what I've done my whole life.
Well, and I'm going to brag on you for just a second. And I'll tell you, before we get into this is something this man waited to tell me until we were here for an hour and a half. But not only is your food great, not only are you a great manager and leader, like you said, this feels like a family here, which I can tell you off camera, this place does feel like a family, the staff. But you are becoming sort of a culinary leader in this town.
That's the goal. We're trying.
You've got restaurants opening up, but specifically though, there was something that you were invited to in Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. So I got invited to, or I got nominated to be, or nominated as the 40 Under 40 Entrepreneur Business Elite Award for entrepreneurs, and not even owning a business for more than 2 years now. It was just an honor to go and to meet a bunch of different entrepreneurs all across the world, across the country, and my wife and I went to Vegas, got to meet a bunch of people. We had dinner, we went out and gambled with them and had some fun when we were out there, but it was a real honor. I got a cool trophy and got to do a speech, and, but just to be labeled as that at my age was an honor for myself, because I was not expecting that. I'm not an ego person. I don't want people calling me chef. I don't want Mr. any of that. I'm just I'm a down to earth person. I got my wife and I got 4 foster kids, and I like to show my kids and my friends and my workers that you don't have to have this huge culinary degree or have all this stuff to be successful. You just got to work hard.
Yeah.
And it shows, and they respect it. My family respects it. It just shows that way.
Well, and something you mentioned kind of harkens to what we talked about in the bar area, but it's so true. And I'm going to tell you this: when you come here to Hendersonville and you come to the Eagle Bar and Grill, his personality, where he said, I don't want to be called chef. I want everybody to just, have fun, come in, get some great food. Like, that is the energy of this entire restaurant.
Yeah.
Where, yes, you've been to Italy and you traveled with chefs all over and you learned these European techniques, nominated nationally for 40 Under 40 as an entrepreneur in Las Vegas. Yet you're putting out this great food, but it's relaxed and it's approachable.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you that this man can have a huge ego for so many reasons more than that. But the fact that you are keeping that humility, it makes this place approachable. Because listen, we're on a golf course, right? Yeah. Like, we're on a golf course. It's a beautiful view. We have a duck breast right now. This could feel incredibly stuffy, and I could feel like I need to leave because I don't have a jacket on.
Exactly.
But that's not the energy here, man. And I love that you're bringing that to Hendersonville.
Yeah.
Like, this is a place, no matter where you live, we can come and eat. So listen, I know we've got what, the beef Wellington chef was working on?
We got some beef Wellington coming out. We got another little surprise for you too.
Well, if this is where we're starting, you've got a surprise. I was going to call you chef. I won't do that, Tom. I can't wait to see what that is. We'll see. Actually, we're going to go outside and get a little backdrop of the golf course, man. Awesome stuff, brother.
Yeah.
So as promised, we got the Wellington here, but you threw in some surprises for us.
I did, yes.
The mac and cheese, like this plate looks fake, essentially.
Yeah.
But talk me through this, man.
So this is our pork chop. It's got a black truffle rub. We grill it.
Black truffle rub?
So it's smoked or brined, smoked, grilled, and then we soak it in bacon fat. And then it's got it topped with a blueberry gastrique on the top. You got our green beans, which our vegetables change weekly, and then our baked mac and cheese. It's pretty bomb.
This looks ridiculous. We're gonna take some bites of that in a second, but I want to get in. It is very rare. I can't think of actually another episode that I've hosted where we've had a beef Wellington.
Yeah.
And there are layers to this. So Wellington is not easy to do. Talk us through the layers that we have.
So in the Wellington, we wrap it with a duck prosciutto, with a foie gras, and then like a mushroom puree, I guess you want to call it. And then we wrap that in with the filet, and then we top it with a puff pastry, and then we bake it. And it comes out delicious with a nice demi on the bottom, mashed potatoes, and your green beans. Can't get any more home cooking than that.
I don't know who's home's cooking that, but I'll take it.
I mean, you got to have your mashed potatoes and green beans.
That's true.
That's your home cooking.
Okay, I'm going to dig into the Wellington here. First of all, I mean, again, you can see the layers in this thing. But as we're doing this, man, this community must just be incredibly grateful for what you're bringing. There can't be any other places like this in town.
No, I mean, we do have some competitors, but being a country club, we're not a country club. We're open to the public. We're open Wednesday through Sunday from 12 to 8. Sometimes we stay a little later if people are here. We just love everybody to come up here. We do live music 3 days a week.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. So every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, we have live music from 5 to 8 at night, 5 to 7 at night. And, I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, have it coming up and enjoying this food and listening to some nice country music or regular music is pretty enjoyable.
And I want to get into that in just a second, but can I say this is so decadent.
Yeah.
This is just this was probably served at the king's coronation in England recently.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of stuff you're going to get there. That's what this tastes. Man, this is next level.
Yeah.
And so I want to get back to something you said, because I think you put into words something I was trying to find. This does have a country club feel to it. It really does. When you look at it on its face.
Yep.
But then you come in, and we talked about it earlier, but it's so true. But it's relaxed, man.
Yep. I want
fun.
people to come in here. You know, you can have shorts and a t-shirt. You can come casual. You don't need to dress up in a suit to come have dinner.
You can get a beef Wellington and shorts.
Yeah, I just want people to come here and relax and enjoy it. We have great drinks. We have great food. All of the food is made in-house. Our pastries are made in-house. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
You really can't. I mean, you've got everything that people who enjoy food would want. To have this kind of food in a relaxed atmosphere. And I think that's kind of the message today for the people here in Hendersonville, is that this isn't a country club. This is, the doors are wide open and arms open wide to come in and grab a meal here and enjoy and have fun. I mean, you got a beautiful bar area to catch some games on, but then you also have a pork chop that was finished in bacon fat and has truffle dust on it or something, and then a beef Wellington.
Yeah, I'll jump into this one.
Dive into some Wellington, brother. Okay, now there was a lot going on with this pork chop. I'll grab mine, I'm sorry. Again, so brined,
smoked, grilled, soaked in bacon fat.
And then what's this sort of gastrique or compote we've got on top?
It's a blueberry gastrique.
Blueberry gastrique. This is just incredible. You know, this is the kind of place that, for me, if this were in my town, when I come in and if I were to eat here, my eyes are going to be on anything that you do around town after this. Like, what's this guy doing next? So you talked about those things that are coming up, but this is just,
Yeah.
to me,
It's a little stepping stone of what's going to happen.
that pork chop is
See,
ridiculous.
you can't, nothing wrong with that.
I've talked about this before, and the through line once again is that you pair and marry flavors so well, no matter what the dish is. I mean, every single dish has multiple components to it, and this is no different. What am I? There's something in this pork chop, a certain flavor I'm getting. Is it the rub
The rub, yep.
that's on there?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's black truffle. We call it the gunpowder. Because that just takes it to a whole nother level. And then you got to jump into that mac and cheese.
I'm just going to say that's next.
Yeah.
But what I love about a pork chop is it can be a blank canvas. You can do your traditional, apples with it, or, cinnamon apples or something. You have gone a completely different direction with the pork chop than most people do.
Yep.
And boy, is it paying off. That gunpowder, man, that rub on there.
It's good.
And I think also, too, it's the brine, because I'm not just getting flavor on the outside. Like, that flavor carries through the entire
inside.
pork
Yep.
chop, through the
Yep.
inside, right?
Yep.
Sometimes with a rub, it's like, okay, I got a bite that had a lot of rub from the top. The flavors in this carry through the entire pork chop. Man.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna get my
Get your mac and cheese.
get my mac and cheese. Exactly. This looks fake. There's something unique. What is that?
Just a little bit of salt and pepper, heavy cream, and cheddar cheese. A little bit of garlic.
Okay. I was like, man, there's something that's hitting different in a great way.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure what it was. And before we get out here too, we gotta give a shout out to your pastry chef too. Which, yes, by the way, they have a pastry chef in-house who makes all of their desserts from scratch, as well as like wedding cakes and.
Yep.
That looks really good. Man, this is too much. This is just incredible.
And like I said, our portions they're hefty.
Well, that's it too.
You're gonna always have something to take home, unless you come here with a full stomach. But
I'll be honest, when you said that that we were going to do this dish, I thought for sure with the Wellington, I thought maybe you would like serve it in slices. Like you would slice it up and you would get a slice for your portion.
no,
You get the entire
yeah,
thing.
you get the whole Wellington.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's nuts. Well, let's give a little love to the pastry chef here.
Yeah, let's jump into this one.
What you put out for us? God, this mac and cheese is incredible. And not only that, I'm sure by now you've noticed the location behind us too. Just a beautiful view. We got the fountain going. I mean, you couldn't be in a bad mood here if you tried.
Nope. And if you look out the front entrance, you see the mountains, especially at nighttime. You get the sunset. It's amazing.
Hendersonville, man.
Yeah.
This is a sleeper town for sure.
Yep.
Okay, well, let me dive in here.
Go ahead.
What should I
This is
what
the
should I expect?
turnover, right? Yep.
Turnover?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't expect that warm filling inside. And that dough is so delicate. Like, just very, very delicate. This is art, man. This is absolute art. Yeah, what's in this filling? That is, man, like a berry reduction of some sort?
It's mixed berries, strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries.
Strawberry, blueberry, blackberry.
Oh my God.
When the owner himself is impressed, and he probably has these all the time.
It's bad because when she starts baking, I have to leave the kitchen. Like she makes the best cinnamon rolls I've ever had in my entire life.
If we're not careful, our staff will eat all.
Yeah, she came in on her day off because she felt like baking at home and brought us in cinnamon rolls, and we all sat down and mowed them all down.
Man,
It's house-made ice cream, like cookie sandwiches, ice cream sandwiches.
and that goes back though to this place feeling like family, and you leading from the top, making it feel like family.
Yep.
And whether it's someone coming in as a customer or whether it's someone that works here in your kitchen or your staff, it feels homey here.
Yep.
And even though we're on a golf course, and even though you might, on its face, it looks like a country club, man, this is a place for people to just
Enjoy.
come and enjoy. Man, you are
Yep.
doing it the right way, brother. I cannot
Appreciate
wait
it.
to see what your two
You
main
gotta
events have.
jump into that one now.
All right, real quick, what do we got?
This is the flourless chocolate cake.
Ooh, some raspberry sauce.
Gluten-free.
It's all gluten free too.
Oh, see, this is fun. It's healthy. See what I'm doing right now? This is my diet right now. Little play. Whoa.
How rich that is.
Yes. But again, it needs that berry sauce because you need that brightness from that berry because my gosh, that's a dense, rich chocolate cake.
Yep.
Needs that berry sauce, and that cream just helps blend everything together. Well, man, I got to tell you, congratulations on everything that you're doing, from the 40 under 40 to becoming the restaurateur in all of Hendersonville. We
Appreciate
can't
it.
wait to see what you're doing next.
Yep, we are too.
Thank you, Tom.
Yep.
Man, what a spot. I can't believe we've had food that great and an atmosphere that relaxing. And man, if this is where Tom is starting now, Hendersonville, this is going to be a foodie destination before you know it, because this was definitely one of America's best restaurants.